JaretCampisi. We're about to rest in Mecca, have a look around. So, I live 15 minutes down the street. I've never been here before.
How ridiculous is that?
So I'm ashamed of myself, but I have my reasons. So we're gonna be doing a pull workout, and I'm following his workout. And I'm gonna throw some of my own little stuff in there, some of my own little supersets, my own little techniques to get backed up. He's cutting right now. I'm not cutting, I'm bulking, so.
I'm glad he mentioned that.
Just so you guys
He's
know.
already too big.
I'm like 199 right now. What do you weigh?
Probably around 178.
178, yeah. So, we're gonna get these sets. I'm gonna do my warm-up set here on the deadlift. I usually don't deadlift, but he likes to deadlift, so we're getting deadlift. Here we go, baby.
All right, what up, guys? I'm gonna be in and out of commentary on this because I want you to hear some of the clips where we were talking about things, and I'm going to leave a bunch of the raw clips in just so you can see how this workout went down. And I just want to say before we even start, what an amazing weekend I had. To be in this atmosphere and to be training with someone like Damien, and it was amazing, guys. And special shout out to my longtime friend Phil for filming this and letting me crash at his place. Really appreciate it, buddy. You'll see him later in this clip, or later in this video. But yeah, I ran into Steve Cook as soon as I walked in there. Got a chance to talk to him for like solid 10-15 minutes. Absolutely awesome guy. Might be trying to hit a workout with him in the future, and obviously bring in a collab as well. Yeah, so basically I was just talking to like showing you, we're warming up here, and a lot of times in videos you don't see us warming up where we don't show the warm-up sets because it's not fun to watch. And so I wanted to keep some of these clips in here just so you can see what we're doing. And obviously starting off with deadlifts, so we'll get into the workout now. Started off at 135, did a couple of sets at 135, just at like 15 reps, nice and easy, not getting anywhere close to failure or anything like that. And you know, just working up to our working sets, but keeping it easy on our way up. So I think we did 135, then 225, then 315 was like our first working set, and then we hit 405 for a couple of sets, 3 to 5 reps, and then we moved on from there. But God, just an amazing weekend, guys. I cannot get over it. Like, I'm still on a high from it. I just got back tonight I just got back into Santa Barbara tonight, and just so inspired, guys, by just training with someone like Damien. It was just amazing. So I want you to listen to this next clip, and I'll be back in a second.
How much? 315.
So with deadlifts, a couple of things. Number one, I take as much time as I need between sets. And like that's why I start with my compound movements. Take some time, lift heavy, and that's where I like shock the nervous system. And then from there I start getting isolation movements. And then I start picking up the pace as we go. So right now we're still warming up to our working sets. So we're just hitting these for a couple. We're not getting close to failure or anything.
So I do want to mention, guys, as you heard earlier, Damien said, you know, he doesn't really do deadlifts all that often, and there's always like a debate over whether or not you have to do deadlifts to build a good physique. And obviously, if Damien doesn't do deadlifts and you know you see his physique, it's obviously not needed. You know, every exercise isn't needed. There's other exercises you can throw in to you know, simulate deadlifts, like rack pulls and stuff like that. And so you know, you don't always have to do every movement. It's more about hitting a bunch of different movements. So maybe 1 week you deadlift, 1 week you do rack pulls, 1 week you do really heavy Tbar rows. The reason I hit deadlifts, the reason I personally do deadlifts is because number one, I like them, and number two, I have problems putting on mass, and your heavy compound movements are what you really need to do in order to put on mass. Last April, guys, when I started like training for bodybuilding, I weighed 155 pounds, and today in this video you heard I was around 178, 180. So I put on a lot of weight, and you know, it's because of deadlifts and heavy compound movements. Here, I want you to listen in on this clip here.
On stage, 200 or what? When I stage it like 190, so that means I gotta get to like 205, 206. Come down 16, 20 pounds.
Yeah. You got time.
Yeah, I mean, I probably won't. I'm thinking like January, but probably won't compete till the end, January, February.
Oh, you're gonna compete that early?
Huh?
You're gonna compete that early?
Maybe. We'll see what happens though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be
Like he said, I'm gonna wait to see what they do.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to be one of those things where like, you know, like 70s physiques, the dudes aren't that fast. So it ends up being one of these things where it's like, it's a 70s symmetry, but you have to be super vascular.
Like really lean.
I'm not gonna do it.
Gotcha, yeah.
That's not really OCU body.
No, you're right. All right, let's go, baby. Come on. Come on, Damien. Oh, easy. Come on. Good job. Yeah.
All right, so I wanted to leave that clip in there because you hear Damien talking about, you know, he wants to compete, but depending on what they do with the category, you know, if they want you to be super big and, you know, symmetrical, but they want you to be really lean and vascular, that's not really what classic physique was about. And you know, so he said if that's the direction it's going to go, he's not going to compete. And so, I mean, that's really important because, you know, he's staying true to himself and what he wants and his beliefs. And you know, within this game, that's what you have to do, guys. Build your physique how you want to build it, train how you want to train, eat how you want to eat, and do what you want to do for yourself, guys. You know, in this industry, it's so easy to compare yourself to other people, and even in the competitions, you know, you get caught up on like wanting to win and wanting to do this. But at the end of the day, guys, this whole thing is it's all for yourself. It's for living a life that you want to live. It's for being healthy and being happy, guys. So keep that in mind. I think that's very, very important. And you know, Damien is straight on, you know, when it comes to that kind of stuff, and that's why I like him so much and I enjoy training with him. So I want you to listen in on this clip here, and I'll catch you in a second.
He's already more lean than he was at Nationals. Already a better physique. And how long you got? 5 weeks? 5 weeks then. No, I mean like a little bit. It looks like it would be like 3 weeks though. Okay, which is good.
I was like so worried about last time. I was like, I'm getting this stuff.
So you're trying to come in bigger last time.
Which was you're as big as you are. You have as much muscle as you have, you know? You can't.
Otherwise it gets soft.
Yeah, it's soft. That looks a lot worse on stage.
Yeah, you either come in with the best lean. If you're a lean guy, you got a lean big physique. And that's like your shape, your frame. Play with your strength. You might as well come with be the most lean guy on stage. If you're a big guy, be the most, you know, be that guy. Just don't play in the middle though.
It's true.
Don't try to be a big guy playing too lean, you know.
Yeah. That's where you screw yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. Come on, David.
So I wanted to leave that clip in there because I thought, you know, he made some really good points, and same here. You know, I made a mistake when I went into nationals and tried to be bigger on stage. The reality is you have as much muscle as you have, and you're better off just getting your conditioning on point and showing off what you have, you know. And, you know, that's what Damien said. You know, if you're the biggest guy on stage, then be the biggest guy on stage. You know, don't try to cut down or do things for judges or anything like that. You got to do the best with your physique, you know. That's what it's really all about. So I thought that was a very important clip, and I wanted you guys to listen in there. So anyway, on to the workout here. Started off with deadlifts, like I said, did four or 5 sets, 6 sets deadlifts. Then we went to Tbar Rows, 6 sets of Tbar Rows. This is one of the best for adding width and thickness to your back. And you can see a little bit of a difference between our form. And I actually think I'm going to try leaning over a little bit more when I do these in the future after watching how Damien was doing it. And trying to get like a little bit more of a stretch there all the way to the bottom. And just bending over just a little bit more. So we were using 25s. I used to use 45s until Damien actually mentioned trying out the 25s. And I really like the 25s a lot better. You can get way more of a squeeze, and then yeah, you're going to hit a lot more of your upper and middle back there when you're using those 25s, since you can get a better squeeze out of it. And on our last set, we did 6 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And we didn't care about the weight. We were just adding weight that was right for us to get about 10 or 12 reps. And then on our last set there, we're doing a drop set. And like the other thing is like you see Damien, and the same thing with me, like when your partner's lifting, be there with them, fucking watching them and lifting with them, you know? It's like, this is one of the best back workouts I've had in a fucking long time. And it's because Damien was sitting there for every single rep, making sure I fucking did it, you know? It's like, when you have someone that you're training with like this, like they're gonna hold you accountable, and you just get way better workouts. That's what a training partner is for. And you know, one of the main reasons I don't really train with people is because you know, it's hard to find a training partner that, number one, you like, and number two, that's gonna push you. And yeah, it was just awesome. So I'll let you listen in real quick here on this next set, and I'll be right back.
So next we're gonna do wide grip pull downs, superset with straight arm pull downs. 10 and 10, Damien special. Start with the, start with the easier movement, yeah.
All right, so yeah, so we're doing wide grip pull downs, superset with wide grip lat pull downs. So it's funny because I usually do the opposite of this on my supersets. I always start with the harder exercise and then go to the easier exercise. So I've never actually done it this way. Like I would have definitely done the lat pull downs first and then done these. But doing it this way is actually kind of cool because he's right, you have more power in the other position. So yeah, and just like anything else, it's always good to switch it up. So the other thing is, like I said, you see how Damien's watching the movements I'm doing and making sure and helping and correcting my form and things like that. Like that's what you want with a training partner. It's so nice, man. It just makes you concentrate too when somebody's watching. He's not like on his phone, like dicking off, like sitting around, like talking to people or anything like that. Like we're just working, and like it brings more focus into the exercise. Look right there, he's helping my form. He's like, get up, get more of a stretch, lean back a little bit more, like helping to get that connection with the muscles, you know. And like the whole time we're working out, like we don't care about how much weight we're lifting. Like we're not like, it's not a pissing contest or anything like that, you know. We're just having a good time, making sure we're getting a good workout, you know. And dude, yeah, look at his freaking back, guys. That was ridiculous. Like, I just couldn't stop staring at him while I was working out. It's like, if that doesn't inspire you to want to train, like, God, I mean, that's 15 years of training right there, guys. That's what it takes. And we were just going, man, sweating. It was so hot in there, and I'm not used to that, so I was just sweating buckets of water. It was crazy. And we tried out some Periscope there. So we were live on Periscope. Periscope's really cool, but it's really hard to do Periscope while you're working out. I feel like the whole point of Periscope is to be able to engage with your audience. And I don't really want to be like talking and answering questions while I'm lifting. Him and I are very similar with the pace that we train at. We take very little rest time. We're not as concerned about how heavy we're lifting. We're more concerned with just keeping the pump and just continuing to do the exercises with good form, obviously. So yeah, that was a really good superset there. And from that superset, we moved over to seated neutral grip pulls, or whatever the hell these are called, seated pulls. I'm out of it, guys. Jesus, I just drove 2.5, 3 hours home, so it's late on a Sunday, but I really want to get this video out for you. So what we were doing was 6 reps as heavy as we could with good form, and then we were dropping the weight and doing pause reps. And Damien does this a lot if you've seen his videos, and I'm definitely going to start incorporating this stuff into my exercises as well. I think anytime you're doing pause reps, you always want to do it after your heavy movements because you still want to be focusing on progressive overload, okay? So it's not like you can just lift light all the time and build muscle. You still have to have that progressive overload. So 6 heavy and then drop the weight, 6 lighter weight with pause reps. So here's Damien's set. So there you go, doing 6 heavy, getting a good stretch. Yeah, I'm just basically reiterating what I was saying. And then I think I was filming here, went around to see his back working, but squeezing look at that, getting a full stretch at the bottom and then squeezing all the way back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Yeah. And like we were using, I think like 160 for our heavy set and like 120 for our light set. Not a ton of weight, but at this point in the workout, it was plenty, guys. it was, we were both just, yeah, it was a badass workout, man. There you go. This is one of my favorite exercises for the back. It's such a good exercise. Hits, like when you're all the way at the bottom there, it's hitting like the bottom of your lat, and then when you squeeze all the way up, you can feel it coming all the way up through your lat. Just look at, watch this flex. Woo! Look at that. That's a badass pose. I like that pose. There you go. Shout out to the cameraman, my buddy Phil. I've been friends with this guy since like 7th grade. Such a great guy. He said he wants to get into lifting, so let's hold him accountable, guys. He started training. Friday was his first day, so this was his 2nd day of training. We trained also today, so he's 3 days in, guys. We're gonna get him jacked as shit, get him all shredded. So I'll let you listen to what we're gonna do. Move on for biceps. Catch you in a minute.
So this is one of my favorite supersets for the biceps. We're doing dumbbell curls. We're gonna do 10 on each set, 10 on each arm, 10 reps right, 10 reps left. Then I'm gonna hand him the bar, and he's gonna do the narrow grip for 5 reps, and that's in the first set. Then we're gonna do it again on the second set. He's gonna do the wide grip. So all we're doing is changing the hand placement to hit the different parts of the biceps. Super effective superset. Let's watch him do it right now.
So I gotta tell you guys, this is a day after. My biceps are freaking destroyed. Like, haven't been this sore for a while. So I don't usually do, I've never done this superset before, and I'll definitely be incorporating it. And Jesus, it was so good. You don't need a lot of weight. I was only using 25 pounds right here, but I was really trying to focus on squeezing at the top, picking it up and squeezing at the top. And I think we were doing 10 reps each arm, and then he handed me I think this was a 65 pound easy bar, and then you do 1 set close grip, 1 set wide grip, and it just absolutely destroyed my arms. I think we only did 2 sets of this before we went to the rest of our exercises, and it was amazing, guys. It felt so good. Like when your elbows are in place like that, there's no other muscle that you can use except for your biceps to pull the weight up. So it forces you not to cheat, and that's what you really need when you're training biceps, to make them grow, because it's a tough muscle to target. Yeah. So you can see I was just like, oh my god, I was so water depleted right now, guys. My pump in this workout was not the best pump I've had, but Jesus Christ. And then here you can see Damien doing his set. His arms just look so out of control. It's ridiculous. Look at his arm. That's ridiculous. That looks like a freaking softball in there, dude. Like a grapefruit. It's like he could tell me to do popsicle curls and I would listen to him. With arms like that, he could pretty much tell me anything. Look at that shit, dude. It's insane. And the same thing, I mean, we were using the same amount of weight. I think he was using 35s with his initial curls, but like you don't have to be crazy. You don't have to lift crazy weight, you just have to do it correctly. So I'll let you listen to this next clip here.
So to finish off the biceps and hit a little bit of lats, we're gonna do some post grip pulls to failure, superset with hammer curls, and then just going straight to rope curls. And we're basically gonna do one set of this, just a failure. So basically we do on every 1 or 2 sets. There we go.
Yeah, so this we basically ended with like a circuit here for the biceps, and started off with the hardest movement, the pull-ups. And if you've ever done pull-ups with these grips, it's one of my favorites. At the bottom, you can use your lats there to pull you up, and then engage the biceps towards the second half of the movement. And just absolutely amazing. And it's funny too, because I was like, we'll do 1 round of this circuit, just do everything to failure. And then of course we did 2 rounds because we were training together, you know. If I wasn't with him, if he wasn't there, I would have absolutely been done after the first round, you know. And the other thing is, it's fun when you're training with a partner, because you can do like, you know, okay, you got to get as many reps as I do, or more. So like, I'm just pumping out pull-ups as many as I could possibly do, just to make him do more pull-ups, just to be an asshole, you know. And not to be an asshole, but you know, just to make it harder for him. And it's funny, you'll hear him say at the end of this clip, I don't think I can do more than 5 pull-ups. And I didn't think I had that many in me either after this first round. But then I go and hop back up there and hit like 14 pull-ups. So Damien's like, shit. And he ended up getting like 10 or 12. So it's just pushing each other, you know, but in a good way. Not being like dumbasses about it, you know. But yeah, so pull-ups and then go into hammer curls. You can see Damien doing a little variation on the hammer curls. I didn't notice that. That's actually pretty cool. I'll have to try that out. But the rope curls are freaking awesome. So hammer curls are really more for arm thickness, which is definitely what I need. And then rope curls, I would say, is kind of the similar thing. It's going to help to add thickness to your arms, hit that brachial muscle there in the middle. And yeah, like look at that. That's just ridiculous. I don't even know what some of those muscles are. It's just like, what is that? Looks like somebody just like blew them up like a balloon or some shit. Oh man, but that circuit stuff, guys, that's the shit that builds muscle. I couldn't even like move, like my arms wouldn't hang straight because they were so pumped. It was just crazy. So I'll let you listen in here for a second.
I didn't think I could do that.
One more? One more set?
I think I got like 5 pull-ups in me left. I know. If that.
Oh man, yeah, so see, he said he had 5 pull-ups left. And I didn't think I could do very many either just because of how bad my arms were burning. But after I pumped out like 12 or 14 of them, he started pumping them out too. So yeah, it's just fun to train with people that are just pushing it. And so that's why I wanted to leave some of these raw clips in and some of the in-between stuff so you guys can see what we're doing and how hard we're training and what it actually takes to build muscle. Like, people say they want a good physique and, you know, they want to look like Damien and they want to, you know, want to look like me or whatever. And this is what it takes, guys. It takes working as hard as you possibly can. Whatever you have on that day, just give it the best you can possibly give it, you know. And, you know, don't train more than an hour and 15 minutes. Like, I think this whole workout took us maybe an hour and a half just because we were filming and doing other things in between. But I like to keep my workouts to about an hour, and I think Damien said the same thing. So, you know, if you're wondering how much you should do, once the pump starts to deflate, then you're done. And that's kind of what I use as my goal. Whenever, like, if you stop sweating and your pump starts to go down, then you're done training. So that's why it's better to keep your rest time short so that you can get more in that hour and 15, hour and a half window. So that's it, guys. That was the workout, back and biceps. I hope you enjoyed the collaboration. We've got some badass posing and then a nice outro coming up. So stick around. Be sure to go and check out Damien's channel. Links down below. Subscribe to what he's doing. And yeah, we're going to be doing more of this kind of stuff. So I hope you enjoy, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Catch you in the next one.
I think I like it without like, oh my god, dude. Completely different shape. It's funny how you got that taper and I got this taper, right? Width, man. It's a leg, dude. There you go. That's insane. Look at his arm. Yeah, like that. You can definitely see the abs are fading out right here. A little bit, but it's alright. They're just so big, it's just sticking out. Let's see how it looks outside. That's dope. Let's go, yeah. Alright, guys. So that's back and biceps at the Mecca of bodybuilding, Gold's Gym, the one and only Damien Patrick. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man. Really enjoyed the workout. This guy really pushed me. Like I told him earlier, I think he's looking phenomenal for his next show in 5 weeks. Looks like he's about a week out, but he still got 5 weeks left.
It's the Sour Patch Kids.
It's the Sour Patch Kids. Hope you guys really enjoyed the footage. I think we're gonna be uploading this on both of our channels.
Yeah.
We're gonna split it up. So,
yeah, look for the links. I'll put links to his stuff. He'll throw a link in our video. So If you guys want to see more things, if you have stuff you want to see, leave them in the comments. Ask us. He's always good about answering people. I try to do my best. This guy's been around for a long time, so it's really an honor to train with him, and obviously you can see from his physique, we all wish we could look like this guy.
Thanks guys for tuning in. Until next time, peace out.
Stay jacked.
Stay jacked.
Let's get some footage right here.
It's crazy sometimes thinking you can own a piece of the world. It's just flow.